Happy Sunday to you. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing pretty good. I actually noticed my testosterone kicking in a little bit today when I got up. Uh, Feeling a little funny a little bit, to be honest. Just gonna kind of see how it goes. I woke up with a ton of energy. Uh, Probably the kind of energy that I haven't had in a long time in the mornings when I wake up. So, and I try to get more sleep. I'm like, God, I need another hour sleep. So I laid there, closed my eyes, put my eye mask on because the sun was up. It was like around 7 o'clock this morning. And I couldn't go back to sleep to save my life, y'all. I'm like, oh my God. But I will say this, I'm feeling pretty good. It's definitely a good feeling. Uh, so it's something I'm going to play around with. I'm doing like a little trial run right now of testosterone. Not the synthetic form, but the bioidentical form, similar to what's in the body. I think it's made out of fruit seeds, I believe, to be honest, what they make it out of. So, but looking forward to seeing how it's going to go for me, how this journey's going to go. Definitely feel a lot more energy though, and honestly feel just a little bit. My mood's kind of shifted to a little bit more positive as well. I'm pretty positive most of the time, y'all, right? But sometimes I still notice my mood kind of wanes a little bit, and some mornings I don't want to get out of the bed, right? But this morning I did, and I started 2 days ago. So this is day number 2. Didn't notice anything the first day, but I am noticing a pretty big shift today. So gonna see how that goes, y'all. Looking forward to it. Definitely liking the new energy for sure. The new feeling, I'm kind of like, don't really know yet. Just gonna have to play around with that. Let's see how it goes. But anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and get started this morning. Sorry I'm a couple minutes late. Still dealing with some other stuff right now on my place here. I got to do some work I got to do, and got busy with that. So whatever you got going on this morning as well, go ahead and come to a stopping point and get somewhere that's safe where you can be comfortable for the next few minutes to do our relaxation process. I'm going to go light our candle as well. So I'll give y'all a minute or so to get there before we get started here. So we hear sounds of nature in the background this morning. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how this energy is going to go for me all day today. How my workout's going to be as well. As soon as I get done with this, I'm going for a run. All right, y'all. So we're going to start out with gratitude this morning. Just think it's something you're grateful for. You can post it below in the comments, or you can just keep it to yourself. That's fine too. But for me, I always like to share mine with y'all. For me, I'm grateful for bioidentical hormone replacement therapy for my testosterone. Sometimes as people age, they think, oh, this is it. Like my health is going downhill. Like I'm not going to be able to do what I used to do. This freaking sucks. I'm getting depressed. I got a lot of anxiety. Yeah, whatever that may be, right? But just know that as you get older, in most cases, your health doesn't have to decline, okay? Just hear me out. Your health doesn't have to decline as you get older. I know plenty of people, and I'm 41, right? 41 myself, but I know plenty of people in their 70s and 80s, and they have really good health. It's because they've taken care of themselves, they've managed their hormones properly, they do their yearly blood work, they eat good, they exercise, they do things that they enjoy doing, they love life, they look for things that they can, more things that they can do so they can continue to love life even more. So if you're out there, you're struggling, you're suffering, just know there's hope, just know there is things available. I mean, look at the society we live in, y'all. We live in like uh, the most cutting edge world that we've ever lived in before. There's pros and cons to it, right? I'm talking about like with science and medicine and nutrition and things like that. There's a lot of good stuff out there that can help, right, with quality of life as well as quantity of life. Really though, it's pretty simple. It boils down to keeping your lab work, your labs optimal for yourself as far as how you feel, how you're performing. Optimizing your labs, optimizing nutrition, and optimizing exercise as well, and other areas of life. That's not the only areas, but I'm just talking about like quantity of life. Is what I refer to, as well as quality of life. Quality and quantity. Obviously, optimizing finances, making more money, or saving more money, or both, right? But there's a whole host of things, right, that are involved with that, right? So, there's dating relationships, there's leisure activity, or like fun, things like that. So I've just given y'all like the very basic minimum, y'all, for the best quantity and quality of life. So, yeah, so I'm just really feeling that gratitude this morning for the testosterone, because it's definitely affected me for sure. I've noticed a pretty big shift today when I woke up. I mean, it was like, bam, woke up, tons of energy, ready to jump out of bed. I'm like, no, this is too much. So I lay back down, but here I am. So I'm freaking rock and rolling, y'all. Feeling really good. Like I do most days. I feel good anyway, but even more so since I started this testosterone a couple days ago. So we'll keep y'all posted with it. Sometimes there can be some negative side effects of it, so we're gonna see how that goes. But without further ado, y'all, sorry I'm ranting like a whole lot. So let's go ahead and get into our. Hopefully that helped some of y'all out this morning. I trust that it did. So go ahead this morning. Go ahead and close your eyes. Just take some sleep cleansing breaths. Breathing in your nose and out your mouth this morning. Just focusing on the breath for now. Just being present in the body right now, not somewhere else, lost in space. Or the future or the past. Let's just get present, be here now in this present moment, because this is all we got, right? There's nothing else. The future's not here yet. The past is gone, like I always say. Just continue breathing. nature meditation today, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn the nature sound down. It's just the breath one today, y'all. So just hear your breath, feel your breath. Notice when you breathe in, the coldness that comes in through the nose, and exhale through the mouth, the warmness. Just notice that and be there with it. Just be present with it. Oh, Lord. Continue that breath in the nose, out the mouth. Just allow whatever your feelings you're having right now, just allow them to come up, allow them to be. Any thoughts, just notice your thoughts. Let them pass by. Don't get attached to any one thought. And just bring your focus back, putting your intention on your breath. Enjoying the moment for what it is. Or sometimes not enjoying the moment, just accepting the moment, right? Just accepting the present moment for what it is in our lives right now. We don't always have to enjoy the present moment, but we can at least accept it. In a minute, we're going to do the acceptance prayer. It's going to help with that. For those of y'all that are struggling to accept the present moment that you're in right now, choices you made that brought you to this point, things in life that happened, kicked us in the balls to bring us to this point. I am where I am, right? Whether I like it or not. So I might as well just accept it, right? Just accept it. And from that, I can either choose to stay the same or choose to make changes. It's completely up to me. Okay, one more breath. This one we're going to take in really deep like we normally do, y'all. Take it in deep as you can on the inhale. On the exhale, let it out audibly. Release any other stress or tension you might be holding on to. Inhale and exhale. And prayer. Acceptance is the answer to all of my problems today. When I am disturbed, it is because I find some person, place, thing, or situation, some fact in my life unacceptable to me, and I can find no serenity until I accept that person, place, thing, or situation as being exactly the way it is supposed to be at this moment. Nothing, absolutely nothing happens in God's world by mistake. Until I can accept my addiction, whatever that may be, alcoholism, sex, porn, shopping, food, negative thinking, whatever addiction it is, you just substitute it there. My wife, my husband, my boyfriend, my girlfriend, my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, my car that's broke down right now. Don't really matter, y'all. Just put anything in there. I could not stay sober unless I accept life completely on life's terms. I cannot be happy. I need to concentrate not so much on what needs to be changed in the world as on what needs to be changed in me and my attitudes. Powerful. All right, let me get some light on in here. We'll go ahead and do our reading next. And those of y'all that come on, some of y'all may not do the relaxation process. You may just want to do the reading. I want to welcome you well. Appreciate you for being here. And I actually didn't do our official welcome, y'all. I apologize. I got kind of on a rant there. So not gonna worry about it today. Most of y'all on here are regulars anyway, so y'all know what we do on this channel, or this podcast. I should say. Channel's got various things. Turn the projector off. It's a little, I'm going to get it too distracting during our reading here. I think that's probably a good idea going forward. I'm just going to cut that thing off if I remember to. Alright, October the 5th. I did not choose an addict mother and a workaholic father who were unable to express love. I did not decide to have an older brother who beat me and a younger brother whose love and attention that I craved. I did choose to give my younger brother the things I wanted myself in order to win his love. I did decide to shut off my feelings from my family. I did pursue an occupation that allows me to be a workaholic like my father. I did ask a woman to marry me who I thought was nothing like my mother. She didn't smoke or drink, and she worked hard as my father. She worked hard when I wanted her company, when I wanted to go places with her, and when I was lonely in bed. I joined Al-Anon when my wife and I separated. Although I became depressed and unhappy by trying to live my life through her, it still hurt to let her go. By immersing myself in Al-Anon, I gradually learned I was responsible for my choices. I had to stop focusing on my ex's wife's emotional unavailability as the source of my problem. I had to look at why I chose to become involved with unavailable people. I am learning to like and take care of myself. Today, my choices are based on loving myself rather than on fear or control. I'm learning that when I try to make others love me, it becomes harder to know who I am and what I want. I'm discovering that I can make progress only by living in the present moment. I'm realizing that some choices are more beneficial for me than others. Thought for the day. My choices reflect my opinion of and relationship with myself. Oh wow, y'all, that's worth reading again. That's pretty powerful. My choices reflect my opinion of and my relationship with myself. I can learn to respond with love, caring, and respect for myself. And that's from the reader Courage to Change, page 172. Choices, 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 y'all. It's very interesting. Go to my Facebook, and you're gonna see I just posted something about making choices today. Uh, promise y'all I didn't read this. I didn't read this beforehand. It's the first time I've opened this book today, so it's very interesting that I did a post this morning. Then we read about it today in our daily reader. That's not a God thing, y'all. I don't know what else to say. I mean, it definitely is a God thing for sure. I really love those God moments. It don't happen every day, but I don't know. I take that back. I think miracles happen every day, right? It's just if I choose to acknowledge them or not, or see them. But I think the God moments, I don't know, God moments, miracles, maybe the same thing. Some people say maybe one and the same. I don't know if I agree with that or not. Maybe. I do know there's talking about choices. Let's do another thing here about this right here. What stood out to me. So my choices reflect my opinion and relationship with myself. That is freaking powerful, y'all. Oh my God. So to me, anything I do is got to be based on my opinion of and my relationship with myself. So if I'm making unhealthy choices, then there's something going on with the relation of and the opinion of myself, right? It may not be God's opinion of myself, but it's probably my opinion of myself, right? I think sometimes in the healing process, I've realized that there's a lot of lies that I've told myself and been told by other people over the years that are not true. But they are true to the extent that I believe them, right? If I believe I'm unworthy, if I believe I'm an unworthy person, then whether it's true or not in reality, which is not, I'm going to tell you right now, it's not, I'll take that belief on. So beliefs can be supportive or unsupportive. And I'll believe they're true, right? Even if they're not true, even if God has a different view of me, which I learned to see myself from the way God sees me. I've been reprogramming all of my lies that I took on growing up when I was a kid, and from bullies, from it could be from anything, right? Bullies from your parents, from friends, from other caregivers in my life. Sometimes I take on lies because a situation will happen, then I'll tell myself a story about that situation. And a lot of times a story isn't really, it may not even be a true story, right? It just may be something I'm spinning around in my head. And then one negative thought leads to another, and then leads to another, and then leads to another, and so forth, right? And then I got a story that's really not even about really what happened. It can twist the whole freaking thing, right? What happened? Like here's the thing, y'all. Somebody didn't respond to my text or my phone call. Like they didn't call me back. They didn't text me back. I could sit there and tell myself, oh no, this person, this person's not responding to my text, not my calls. They don't want to be around me. They don't want to be with me. And then I wonder what's going on. What did I do, right? What's going on with that? What happened? And then I can go down to the train of, oh crap, you know what? I'm just not. Well, just say for example, this is a girlfriend, right, or somebody's dating. They don't text me back immediately, right? Just say they wait a day or two, and I don't hear nothing like for a whole entire day, 24 hours, 48 hours. That's when the story train can start, the mind machine. That's when the monkey mind can start going into all kinds of stuff like, I'm not worthy, I'm a piece of crap just because this person's not getting back with me right now. Uh, Even though that person might have just been busy, the man had something come up and they couldn't respond to me at the time. They're working or they're with family. I mean, whatever, right? You can just put whatever you want to on this, y'all. It really don't matter. What matters is my interpretation of that event. And if I start telling myself all these stories, I can create all kinds of stuff, y'all, even if it's not even true, right? I can create all kinds of crap. It's going to drive me down to that negative and put me in a negative cycle. And I did it all myself, y'all. It was all fabricated completely by my mind, myself. Can't blame anybody else. So that's what happens sometimes, right? And it says here, I can learn to respond with love, caring, and respect for myself. So what I'll say, there is two wolves inside of each person. One of them is evil, and one of them is good. And the one that's going to thrive is the one that I choose to feed on a regular basis. I learned that quote at an intensive I just went to. I went down for an intensive in North Florida. Most of y'all know about that, for first responders and military veterans. And y'all, that was powerful, y'all. When I heard that, I'm like, wow, this is good stuff. Like I've always said that I believe there's the devil and God inside of everybody, y'all. And I still believe that. So I think this is just another way to say that. And whichever one I choose to respond from is the one I'm feeding, right? The one I'm feeding and the one yeah. So I don't know where I was going to go with that, but I think that's important, right? I can make a choice to which one I'm going to feed each day, and which one I'm going to live from each day. How about that? How about that one for a head spinner? I can choose to live from the devil inside of me, or I can choose to live from the God inside of me, and that's going to determine my actions, my thoughts, which in turn lead to my actions or behavior. Wow, y'all, just wow. This is probably one of the most powerful ones that I've read in a while. Really resonates. Really stands out too, and speaks to me a lot about some of my current behaviors, also some of my past behaviors. Really seeing where I chose to allow the opinions of myself to take over, even if it weren't true, right? So here's the thing, y'all. Even the opinions of myself don't matter. Like if I look at God, pointing up, y'all, but I believe God and the kingdom's inside, so I'm gonna point at myself now, inside of me, right? If I allow the opinions of myself, or even others, right? Opinions of others to affect me, then I might start telling myself lies about myself that are not even true. I'm not good enough. I'm not deserving of a good relationship. I'm not deserving of respect. But then when I see God's, and if you're out there and you're religious or spiritual, you read the Bible, and you see God's opinion of yourself, that's another head spinner. That'll really shift some things. That's what I've been working on, y'all, reprogramming, I guess, or letting go of my opinions of myself and exchanging my opinions of myself for God's opinion, or actually I'd say God's facts about myself, and what God believes about me, right? Based on what the Bible says. And I choose to look at the good stuff, right? The good stuff. God says I'm loving, I'm deserving of abundance in my life. You could get in the Bible, y'all, and find whatever verse you want to say you're a piece of trash, okay? That is in there. You'll find it. But you can also get in the Bible and see where God says you're a good person, and you're deserving of love, you're deserving of abundant, prosperous life. So choose what you want to look at and focus on, right? For me, I choose what's going to be more supportive to me and moving me ahead in my life is what I look at. So, And that's the truth that I latch on to. I latch on to the truth that's going to help me move forward, help me continue living God's will for my life. Yeah, and it's going to make me feel good, because you can choose all that negative stuff in the Bible if you want. And I'm a sinner. You know what I mean? I'm a piece of crap. Whatever, right? Just pull it out. It's in there. You can find it. Or I choose to say, hey, I am one of God's children. I am blessed. I am abundant. You mean things like that. So that's what I choose to do. But you got to make your choice too, right? Sometimes we do it unconsciously, right? Sometimes we're going to unconsciously fall into like the poor me thing, the victim mentality, the victim role. That happens, right? It's just going to happen. And the quicker I can realize that, the quicker I can pull myself out of it, the better off I'm going to be. So, y'all, wow, over 30 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Got a lot to do today. Got to work today. I recently changed my schedule, so I am working on Sundays now. And yeah, I appreciate y'all being here. Thanks again. If you missed this, you're just now joining. I see a couple of y'all coming on now. Definitely go back. You don't want to miss today's podcast. I can promise you that. It's about choices. It's about choices we make, or choices we don't make, right? Anytime we make a choice, we're still making a choice. Anytime we allow something or accept something in our life, like whatever it is, right? If I drive down the road and I run out of gas, I'm looking at my gas meter like, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to let it go, not worry about it. I'll be all right for a little while longer. If we run out of gas, guess what? That was still a choice I made. I made a choice to not get gas for a while longer. Staying the same is a choice, right? Staying the same, not changing, that's a choice as well. So, all right, so make your choices wisely is what this boils down to. Excuse me, make my choices. I need to make my choices wisely in life. So, dang, got a gnat flying in front of me, y'all. Thing's trying to get me here. Okay, gonna go ahead and blow out our candle, wrap it up for today, y'all. Those of y'all that made it, I appreciate you being here. Those of y'all that didn't, I trust you'll catch this when you can. And look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Same time, maybe same place, maybe not same place. We just kind of depends on where I'm at, what's going on. So, y'all take care. Go out there and make it a great rest of your weekend. It's still weekend for me, but I'm working. I work the weekend, so my weekend, I really say my weekend is going to be, right now going forward, it's Tuesday and Wednesdays. So, as always, y'all, peace and love from my side. Bye for now.